Yes. Welcome, everyone.
So we're live, I guess.
Yeah, we probably are.
Excellent. So I'm not sure how many people are on the channel right now, so it would be good to get a little bit of heads up from you guys as we go along. And we'd like to welcome everyone to the first ever Starfall Tactics tournament.
Yes.
It's called the Winter Cup because it's winter and it's very cold.
We've never really done anything like that. We were never actually commentating of a live gameplay before, but
No.
we're here.
No idea what we're doing, but hopefully
Absolutely none.
you'll cut us some slack and you'll enjoy the stream. By the way, for those of you that never seen us before, don't know the nicknames and the names, Ivan Divan is our 2D artist, the leading one. He's responsible for all the cool and great things you see in the game in terms of visuals.
And that's Pavel Guralnik,
Yeah,
a man responsible for all of us working here at Snowforged.
yeah, or pretending to work, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah, I guess.
So, for those of you that missed a little bit of chunks of the news that we released over the course of the past few weeks, we've been working very hard on developing more of a tournament environment with fair gameplay where players get predefined fleets. By predefined, I mean that they get everything and they can build any fleet they like. So all the boosters, all the blueprints, all the ships, modules, weapons, everything is available to them. And the idea is to create a very competitive, very fair environment where tactics counts for everything. They build the fleet and they compete with each other.
Yes. Here's a tournament table. And these are our 16 contestants, right?
Yeah, 16 contestants. So we have 4 different groups. As you can see, there are 4 people total in every group. And basically the way it's going to go, it's an elimination match. So, for instance, if we look at Group A, we have Abstract Haze and Resident. This is the first match. Every match consists of best of 3 sets. So players have 3 sets or 2 sets depending on how the score goes, and the winner will be the one that wins 2 out of 3 sets, and that will make up a match. Once you win a match, you completely defeat an opposing player, then you progress to the second round.
Yes, and if you lose in the against your first opponent, you get to compete in a losers bracket and make your way into the and still take part in the tournament.
So basically, if you lose the first match you have, you will still have a chance to go further into the tournament and even win the tournament, so to say. It might be a little bit complicated, but as we go along, I'm sure it's going to make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
So I think we already have some of the matches live. Let's try to
Nope, no.
jump into one of them.
One of them has got to be live right now.
Anybody's live? Alright, while Divan carries on, I'm gonna go check on a live match and see where we can
That
jump
is a
into.
good idea. We basically have this setup where we just spectate different players, and it all streams in one computer, and we just see what's happening with each of the players. So this allows us to have about 8 simultaneous matches going on at the same time, and we can just sort of look what is happening with each of them.
Okay, let's try again. The match is on.
It's totally not.
It's totally on. It's a matter of
Okay,
us
this should
getting
help
it.
us. Yeah.
So in a few seconds, we'll actually be able to tune into the match. It takes a few seconds to actually get loaded. And as far as we know, basically the way we have it set up on our side is that we have the whole team, basically developers, artists, community managers. Everyone is spectating a particular match. As Divan mentioned, there are 8 matches going on simultaneously. And we have spectators for every match. Everything gets streamed to us, and then we stream it to you. Hopefully, that's the idea. We're trying to catch one of the streams right now.
Well, actually, we might
Yes,
have a look
we-
at this one. It's Travnik against Lord of Contracts. They're competing for a place in C.
So it's Group C. Yeah. And it's already 6 minutes into the match. The players have somewhat developed their tactics.
From the looks of things, Travnik. Oh, I don't even know how to spell this in Latin.
It's Travnik, I think.
Tpabhuk. I'm tempted to just call him Tpabhuk for the rest of the game. Well, he seems to be very comfortable right now. He conquered pretty much, well, at least 50% of the field.
Well, we can see that Travnik is the player. He's displayed with red, and the mini map on the bottom left shows us that he has a very solid control, I would say, of the center map, and progressing, trying to capture another point right now. That's what we're seeing. He's got a ship capturing a point and a second ship standing behind, probably as a support. Another one coming to its aid.
Yeah, it's...
And now he's slowly starting to progress further, developing his tactics.
It seems like Tavnik really had an upper hand in this. You can see that we added an active fleet cost value to user interface, so it's obvious that Tavnik has about more than 2 times value of his ships already spawned. And it's pretty equal on available war points.
So a lot depends on what tactics you choose from the very get-go. Perhaps you want to play it a little bit more defensive. In that case, you can spawn a few ships, wait out for your opponent, capture a few points. Some players choose to deploy or warp in, as the terminology that we use, quicker ships, make a run for the strategic points, capture it, and either develop battle station or a warp station. A warp station basically allows you to bring your ships into the game, into the field at that particular point, rather than warping in from the mothership and then making your way further down the map. A battle station is more of a solid structure. It doesn't allow you to warp ships in, but it gives you more defense. So it has blasters that shoot at opposing ships.
Oh, I'll interrupt you. Looks like we had another match going on in the deep group, if I'm not mistaken, and Kisi Xalp won that one against S.R. Pajaro.
Senor Pajaro, I guess.
Senor Pajaro. I guess it's Spanish.
So it's one of the victories. The table that you see in front of you right now is going to be updated.
Yeah.
So we'll see the updated scores very shortly.
And here we have Shipnader against Hennick. I'm not sure actually what that special effect means. It could be warp interference, actually.
That's surprising that you don't know the effect, given that you probably were the one that drew it.
I did not actually drew it, and I never seen it before. It's just a kind of a rare one out there modules that are very cool but very situational. So they
You never ran into it before in a game.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It relies heavily on your opponent having warp modules, so it's not useful in all situations. Oh, and here we have Die Hard against Dragon Inferno. And
Seems like they have a bit of a battle going on. And
yeah,
a small ship is very trying hard to defend everything. I can't actually tell which ship it is.
it seems like Hope. Oh, yeah, and it's doing a pretty good job because it's, despite being a frigate class ship, it's you can put a lot of armor in even the smaller ships right now, and looks can be very deceiving.
Well, as you guys can probably tell by the fact that our 2D artist didn't recognize an effect, we have a lot of modules in game. A lot of different equipment pieces and modules that do very different things. Warp modules, self-destruct modules, disruption modules. The team is working hard and coming up with new ideas for those pieces of equipment and how it can impact the tactical aspects of the game match or within discovery mode, essentially the entire fleet. And as Divan mentioned, it is indeed very situational. So even for the dev team, we don't run every module on a daily basis because we all have very different play styles and different tactics ourselves.
But that's the beauty of it, really, because you just, when you develop in a game, you sort of look at little details all the time, and then when you actually get to play in pre-alpha tests and stuff like that, you actually see how it all comes together very beautifully, and there are rare things, there are common things. Oh, another victory for Dragon Inferno. It's, well,
Group
it's
C.
Group C. We will definitely update this table, we just don't realistically have the time right now. But we will definitely do that. And this battle actually still goes on. And for some reason, Travnik still haven't won that one. He just sort of... He's probably scared of that premier ship. And he spawned one of his own.
And he's coming in. Well, I guess Lord of Constructs is having a very defensive position. Obviously, the mothership itself has some defenses and is able to damage incoming ships. Plus, there is a... It gives you somewhat of a vantage point where that's what we're seeing right now. The ships that were by the motherships are moving in to attack an incoming wave.
Well, I'm not sure how this is going to pan out for Lord of Constructs.
It's not looking good right now, and Travnik, I think he's going to ram Lord of Construct. He's coming in for the kill, and yes, he decided to just destroy him with that rather than.
This is just brutal. I can't watch this. This is just bullying your opponent. This is not victory.
I'm surprised he's not bringing in more ships. He's just trying to slowly make his way towards victory with one massive ship. In this case, the Premier.
Yeah. This might be a long round because Lord of Construct has... Oh, actually it's just 100. I'm still confused what's actually war points and what active fleet costs. Well, he might have another Dreadnought coming. It might be a long one. Okay, What else do we have? We have Shipnetter, again Hannek. Someone is just wish we could see who these large bright lasers are attacking, but I guess we'll never know.
But from the minimap, we can see that the situation is similar to Lord of Constructs and Travniks, where most of the map is controlled by one player, and Hannek in that case is working pretty hard to protect his mothership, which again looks like it's gonna be destroyed any second now. And we have another premiere coming in on that screen as well for the kill. Premieres seem to be very popular.
Yeah, it was one of those ships that just both looked menacing and were absolutely terrifying because you could install a lot of equipment into it. Here we see a start of a match between Die Hard 25 and Dragon Inferno. That one. Die Hard seems to be just going for a very common tactic, spawning a lot of smaller ships to control as much of the points as he can.
He spawned 2 ships.
I think it's 3 actually.
3?
Yeah, he just sent one per. Oh,